3, 2, 1, activate.
Hello and welcome to the Robottal Report with me, your Robot Wars fanatic Harry.
And me, your BattleBots expert Charlie.
And on today's show, we look at even more about BattleBots Season 3, plus the 20th anniversary of Robot Wars. So Charlie, do you want to lead us in with that?
Sure. So this week, February 20th, celebrated the 20th anniversary of Robot Wars, the 20 years since Series 1 Heat A debuted. And so in order to celebrate, a few teams extended a bit of thanks and a bit of gratitude towards the show. Team Eruption, the current champion, saying, "Happy 20th birthday to Robot Wars. Here's to many more decades to come."
And we also had Apollo, the Series 8 champion, saying 20 years today, this great TV show appeared on our TVs, with Carbide, the Series 9 champions, putting on their Facebook, "Happy 20th birthday to Robot Wars."
We also had the Concussion team, Tim Rackley, saying, "A big thank you to all of us who have made us feel so welcome in this community. Despite only being a part of it for just over a year, we've felt welcomed and really part of such an interesting and enjoyable madhouse that is Robotteering combat and all things Robot Wars."
You can also check out Stephen McCullough's fantastic documentary, Robot Wars Reactivated. We are a part of it alongside loads of Roboteers and the legendary godfather of Robot Wars, that is Mark Thorpe. A fantastic effort by Stephen. It is a beautiful end product. Please go check it out. We'll leave a link in the description for you to watch it for yourself.
And so we move on from the celebratory of Robot Wars to something a bit more over on my side of the country. There's this annual event that happens in Pennsylvania every year called Motorama, where they have robots come about, fight each other in different weight classes between 3 to 30 pounds. Quote from the website saying, "Robot Conflict is back again this year, ready to smash, bash, and trash those winter blues you may be having. Warm up to the heated double elimination competition as 7 different weight classes compete until there can only be one victor." And actually, speaking of victors, one of them in the 30-pound weight class was Jameson Go with his robot Megatron, which looks strikingly similar to the teaser he gave of the new Sawblaze. If we see a new Sawblaze, I think Megatron is a very good prototype of it, and if that's so, oh, it's gonna be a beast.
Our fingers are crossed for seeing some of that, but moving on to more American news as we go into our main topic of discussion, that is, of course, BattleBots Season 3. With John Maladnik from Team Megabyte saying that Robotic Death Company will be bringing a Megabyte-type robot named Gigabyte to BattleBots, whilst fighting with Megabyte at King of Bots 1.5 at the same time. We are splitting up our team into 2 teams to do both events. And that was left for us in the YouTube comments of our previous Robottal Report videos, so thank you very much there, John, and we hope to have you on the show at some point.
And also another legendary builder making a teaser of his return. It is Michael Malden with Polar Vortex, quoted saying on Facebook, "Fuzzy is making another version of me for BattleBots, but I'll still be my sweet old self fighting at Robo Games in April." That's going to be exciting.
And speaking of exciting stuff, we now know that Chomp is definitely a part of BattleBots, posting on YouTube for Valentine's Day. Chomp is so excited to be back at BattleBots with a very heartfelt little video, so definitely go and check that out. We'll leave that in the description as well.
Love is in the air, and speaking of love, one of the teams that I love the most is teasing their return to the Witch Doctor team, quoted saying on Facebook, "Please help welcome our newest teammates, Kat and Steve," saying that they have some great ideas with a new Witch Doctor, and their help be critical to complete this very ambitious build in time for Season 3. Wish them all the best of luck in this very hard-pressed time right now.
And speaking of good luck, we've got some more teams come from King of Bots 1.5, so we hope that these robots are going to be as amazing as they're looking right now. As we see Adam Wrigley post up the new blue, very shiny, very pink. Although apparently it looks blue to me, says Adam Wrigley. Adam Wrigley also posts on Reddit, "This will most likely be the last competition for this version of the robot. I'll be doing a complete redesign for King of Bots 2 with an entirely new plow design, frame and side armor. Hammer/arm will probably still look similar."
That I cannot wait to see. And a robot that we mentioned about a second ago, Megabyte, a new shell painted and balanced for King of Bots, posted on their Facebook, and they are showing a little bit of love to the robot combat world as there's little hearts etched in on the top right there, making a nice little touch.
So beautiful. And moving on to some even more beautiful news as we find out that Hexbug are back with more RC BattleBots that we all know and love. We've seen Tombstone Witch Doctor, plus we've seen Minotaur and Beta, which mine came today, and now we have 2 more we can add to that robot family, those being the much awaited Bronco and HyperShock. With Family Gamer TV, a YouTube channel at the Toy Fair, saying that the new Bronco and HyperShock have the same elements as the rest of the exciting RC BattleBots line.
This I'm so excited for because Hexbug's been delivering some fantastic products here. Bronco, they teased it back in 2016 for the first run of RCs, but unfortunately there were just some issues with it getting out of the prototype phase. And so People thought for a while that it wasn't going to happen, but now it's great to see it finally come. And then HyperShock has that oh so beautiful, iconic rake as an attachment for it. A beautiful touch there.
And now moving on to some more exciting stuff about Hexbug, as they've announced their own Build Your Own BattleBots series. This is a new line of toys that goes alongside the RC robots that we know and love. It's saying you can build your own BattleBot. When you buy your kit, it comes with a basic chassis with armor and weapon attachment points. You can choose between one of 3 weapons, the spinning blade, the shovel, as well as the axe. And these will be available in, I'm going to say this in the American terms, fall 2018. And I feel ashamed for saying that.
They also quoted saying that the Build Your Own BattleBots work just the same as the existing RC ones, so you can take your own and compete against Bronco or Tombstone. That, I think, is going to make for an interesting dynamic.
Absolutely. I think wrapping up the news there, I think this brings us on to our next talking point, which is, what do you think of this new range of RC toys that are going alongside the BattleBots? Would you rather see more BattleBots being made, or do you like this idea of bringing in these custom ones?
I'm personally 50-50 on this because it's great to see these sort of build your own kits where you can exercise your creativity. But at the same time, I think more RCs would definitely be welcome. I mean, I would love to have machines like Stinger or Lockjaw, but, you know, I mean, anything from Hexbug and anything from BattleBots right now is more than acceptable and more than okay with me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see like Yeti and Bite Force from the season 1. I'd love to have a control bot as an RC toy. I think that'd be amazing stuff. But we could all still see these things. There's definitely nothing that's stopping them from making these. I think it's a cool idea having these custom bots. I do like it as a concept. I do like the idea of being able to like swap them around and you can have all these different weapon types. But I do think that it would be more exciting if we just had more BattleBots toys released. At the same time, it's just great to see Hexbug back. So I'm definitely happy about that. Before we wrap up, do you want to say anything at all about the Robot Wars 20th anniversary, just your own little birthday message?
I can't say enough about the show. I mean, it was one of my favorite shows as a child, and it's led me to do these opportunities that I have now. I mean, even being part of this podcast, I mean, you and I met through Robot Wars, and I've met so many people through the show. Like, the amount of impact the show has had on my life is just unparalleled. It's more than just a competition where you can get these basically giant RC cars with weapons and have them bash each other. It's infinitely more than that to me, and I just can't express enough gratitude for what the show's done for me.
Absolutely. I echo your words there. Good Robottal would be nothing without Robot Wars, and Robot Wars, it fills this piece of my heart that nothing else can fill. I love this show to pieces, and just to know that it's back on our screens, so that we are now mixing with these Roboteers, we're getting to meet these people who make these awesome machines that we see going against each other in the arena. Just the whole thing is just incredible, and I'm just so happy for this show coming back for its 20th birthday. I just want to see this show going on forever and ever and ever, because it is truly something wonderful. So Robot Wars, happy 20th birthday, and here's to 20 more. So guys, thank you so much for your support so far on Robottal Report. It has honestly been amazing seeing just how much people are loving this, leaving all your comments down below. We love talking to all of you guys, and just, yeah, thank you so much for all of the support. Be sure to give this video a like and give us a subscribe if you haven't already, to tune in for more Robot Wars, BattleBots, King of Bots news. Who knows what we're going to be finding out next week. It's just so exciting doing this show. But until then, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. But until then, I've been Harry.
And I've been Charlie.
And you've been watching the Robottal Report. Thank you very much, and goodbye.